At the start of every year, many of us set ambitious resolutions, inspired by the New Year, New You mantra. It's exciting at first, with social media and motivational content hyping up the idea of total transformation, but this often leads to pressure. The long list of goals can feel overwhelming, and when progress doesn't come quickly, it's easy to lose steam and give up. The problem isn't setting goals, it's trying to do too much at once. Spreading yourself too thin across many ambitions usually results in half-hearted efforts and little progress. This guide isn't about pushing harder or doing more. Instead, it's about figuring out what really matters and going all in on that one thing. When you focus your energy, you can break free from the cycle of burnout and frustration and start making real, lasting changes. Transformation doesn't mean doing everything. It means doing the right things with purpose. Let's cut the noise and create meaningful progress that sticks. The challenge of half-hearted efforts. It's a common trap, wanting big results but not committing fully to what it takes to get there. At first, there's excitement and motivation. You sign up for the gym, pick up a new hobby, or set ambitious goals at work. But when the initial buzz wears off, the consistency required starts to feel like a chore. Skipping a gym session here or procrastinating on a project there doesn't seem like a big deal, but over time, these small breaks in commitment add up. The result? Progress slows or stalls entirely, leaving you frustrated and questioning whether you're even capable of achieving your goals. This pattern of half-hearted effort often feels like running in place, whether it's putting minimal energy into relationships, occasionally practicing a skill, or dabbling in personal growth. The outcome is the same: stagnation. Worse, it can create a lingering sense of failure, as you look back and realize the time and energy you spent didn't lead to anything meaningful. This discouragement can make it harder to try again, feeding into a cycle of low effort and unmet expectations. The core issue is a lack of focus. When you divide your energy across too many goals or pursuits, each one gets just a fraction of the attention it needs. Imagine trying to light a fire with scattered sparks. You might get a flicker here and there, but it's not enough to create real heat. By contrast, channeling all your effort into a single priority allows you to build momentum and see your real progress. As Greg explains in Essentialism, the disciplined pursuit of less, fragmented energy leads to minimal impact. Picture a circle representing your energy, with arrows pointing outward towards various goals. When those arrows are scattered in multiple directions, they barely move beyond the circle's edge. But when all those arrows point in the same direction, they combine into a powerful force that drives meaningful change. The lesson is clear. Half-hearted efforts spread you thin, but focused energy can make all the difference. So why does focusing on fewer goals work? Chasing multiple goals at once can feel like the ultimate productivity hack. It gives you this sense that you're maximizing your time and working toward a better version of yourself. But in reality, trying to do too much often leads to burnout or lackluster results. When your energy is split between too many things, none of them get the attention they need to truly thrive. You end up with small, incomplete progress in every area rather than real success in one. Focusing on just one or two meaningful goals changes everything. It allows you to channel your full effort into what matters most, making your progress not only faster, but also more rewarding. Achieving something significant in one area can create momentum and confidence that spills over into other parts of your life. This approach is especially powerful in today's world of constant comparison. Social media is filled with influencers showing off perfect lives, creating pressure to be everything: fit, successful, stylish, adventurous, all at once. The truth is, no one can excel in every area simultaneously. And trying to live up to these unrealistic standards often leaves you feeling overwhelmed and inadequate. By cutting through this noise and narrowing your focus, you can prioritize what genuinely matters to you. Simplifying your goals helps you avoid distractions and stay clear-headed about where to put your time and effort. Instead of chasing endless lists of to-dos, you're investing deeply in what will actually make a difference in your life. This clarity and purpose makes it easier to stay committed, even when challenges arise, and the progress you achieve feels all the more meaningful. The myth of multitasking. Multitasking is often celebrated as the key to getting more done in less time. The idea of handling multiple tasks simultaneously feels efficient, like you're making the most of every moment. But in reality, multitasking is one of the biggest roadblocks to real productivity. When you try to juggle multiple activities, your attention becomes divided, making it difficult to focus on any one task. Studies consistently show that jumping back and forth between tasks disrupts our concentration, increasing our mistakes and slowing us down overall. It might feel like you're achieving more, but multitasking often leads to rushed, low-quality results that require more time to fix later. This problem becomes even more obvious when applied to personal goals. Trying to chase several big, ambitious goals at the same time, whether it's getting fit, starting a business, or learning a new skill, spreads your energy too thin. Instead of making progress in one area, you end up dabbling in all of them, which can leave you feeling overwhelmed and frustrated. None of your goals get the focused effort they need to truly take off, and you're left wondering why nothing seems to stick. On the other hand, focusing on one goal at a time can be a game changer. When you commit to a single priority, you give yourself the space to fully immerse in the process. This focus allows you to build momentum, which not only boosts your progress but also creates a sense of accomplishment that keeps you motivated. It's not about doing everything at once, it's about doing one thing well, and that's what leads to meaningful results. Identifying and committing to your priority. The first step to truly committing to your goals is figuring out what matters most to you. It's easy to feel pulled in different directions, trying to excel at work, improve your health, strengthen relationships, and explore new hobbies all at once. But when you spread yourself too thin, it often leads to frustration because nothing gets the attention it needs to really thrive. Instead of trying to juggle everything, the key is to identify your single most important priority, the one thing that truly resonates with your values and aspirations. To figure out what that priority is, start by paying attention to what occupies your mind the most. What do you daydream about? What excites you or keeps popping up in your thoughts during quiet moments? This is often a good clue about what matters to you on a deeper level. For example, you might think often about starting your own business, getting healthier, or writing a book. Whatever it is, it's likely the thing you care about the most, but maybe haven't fully committed to yet. Once you've identified your priority, the next step is to go all in. This doesn't mean you need to make drastic changes overnight. Start small if you have to. Even dedicating just 10 minutes a day to your goal can create momentum. Whether it's researching your business ideas, doing a quick workout, or writing a few sentences, those small actions add up. Over time, as you see your progress, your confidence will grow and it'll become easier to dedicate even more energy to your priority. Key is to clear away distractions and focus on what truly matters. It's about saying no to things that don't align with your goals so you can say yes to things that do. By channeling your energy into one clear direction, you give yourself the best chance to make real, meaningful progress that feels both rewarding and achievable. Building supportive habits. Achieving significant goals requires more than motivation. It requires habits that support consistent action. Motivation may spark your initial enthusiasm, but it's unreliable and often fades over time. Habits, on the other hand, create a foundation for lasting progress by automating behaviors that align with your goals. Start small and be consistent. Starting small is crucial to avoid burnout. For example, if your goal is to improve fitness, begin with a 10-minute daily workout instead of committing to an hour-long routine you may struggle to maintain. Small, manageable actions build momentum and help establish consistency, making it easier to sustain effort over time. Leverage habit stacking. Habit stacking involves linking new habits to existing routines. For example, if you want to start journaling, pair it with your morning coffee. This association helps integrate the new habit into your daily life, increasing the likelihood of success. Create a supportive environment. Your environment plays a critical role in shaping your behavior. Organize your surroundings to reduce friction and encourage positive habits. For example, keeping your workspace tidy or placing workout clothes within easy reach can make it easier to take action. Track and celebrate progress. Tracking progress helps maintain accountability and motivation. Use a calendar, journal, or app to monitor your habits and celebrate small milestones. Acknowledging even minor achievements reinforces your efforts and keeps you motivated. Prepare for setbacks. Setbacks are inevitable, but don't signal failure. Instead of giving up, focus on recovery by applying the never miss twice rule. If you skip a day, make sure to get back on track the next. Anticipating challenges helps build resilience and keeps you moving forward. Choosing discipline over motivation. Motivation is often glorified in self-improvement culture, but it's inherently unreliable. External factors like mood, environment, or unforeseen circumstances can cause motivation to waver. Discipline, by contrast, is consistent and dependable, providing the structure needed to maintain progress even when motivation fades. Developing discipline requires creating routines and boundaries that align with your goals. Treat these commitments as non-negotiable and practice them consistently until they become second nature. Over time, disciplined actions feel less like obligations and more like habits, making it easier to stay on track even during challenging times. Overcoming the comparison trap. Social media often showcases an idealized version of others' lives, making it easy to fall into the comparison trap. Seeing others' successes without understanding the effort or setbacks behind them can create feelings of inadequacy. This can be especially discouraging when pursuing your own goals, as it shifts focus away from your progress and toward unrealistic benchmarks. To combat this, focus inward by comparing yourself to your past self instead of others. Celebrate your own milestones and recognize the growth you've achieved. This perspective reinforces your journey and keeps you motivated to continue making progress towards your goals. Embracing the process. Focusing solely on outcomes can lead to frustration, especially when progress feels slow or the end goal seems so distant. By shifting your focus to the process, you can find joy and fulfillment in daily actions, whether it's the effort you put into a workout or the creativity you bring to a project. Embracing the process allows you to appreciate the journey. This process-oriented mindset builds resilience, helping you stay committed even during setbacks. Over time, the growth and learning that occurs along the way become just as rewarding as the outcome itself. Letting go of perfectionism. Perfectionism often paralyzes progress, as the fear of making mistakes prevents people from starting. However, mistakes are essential for growth, providing valuable feedback and opportunities to improve. Progress doesn't require perfection, it requires consistent effort. Instead of striving for flawless execution, aim for consistent improvement. Embrace mistakes as part of the journey and focus on taking imperfect steps forward. This mindset encourages experimentation and reduces stress, making it easier to stay committed to your goals. As the year unfolds, take this opportunity to fully commit to what matters most to you. Define your priority, focus your efforts, and approach your goals with clarity and determination. Resist the urge to scatter your energy across too many pursuits. Instead, concentrate on the one thing that aligns most closely with your values and aspirations. What's the goal you've been putting off? What small steps can you take today to move closer to it? Progress begins with deliberate action,